Alrighty, this is the P1 review from the perspective of Phantom Assassin. Alright, starting items, both the Wristband, Quelling Blade, Tangos seems pretty standard. Let's see if that's actually meta. Great chunk comments. Yep, seems pretty standard. Looks like more people go for double branches than they do for the slippers of agility, but whatever. Of course, you have dagger, the only correct option for your first skill. Alright, so you're a little fur in the back, which is unfortunate, so your slow is important. So everyone with slow should be up front. Well, I guess everyone has slows, don't they? Everyone but Huskar. Alright, so nothing happens there. We all leave, you get a little bit of harass. Stick around for your aggressive rune snag, which is good stuff. So you guys end up with 3 runes to their 1, which is excellent. Alright, so you have it looked like you had a salve and 3 tangos coming out immediately. If you do, that's excellent. You probably recognize that Dazzle decided not to get a salve and doesn't have any quick buy, so you probably realized, that he's not going to have as much regen as you guys should, and bringing it yourself is a good decision. Okay, interesting. Got all those. That deny there. Dazzle's gonna get it? Nope. Okay, you probably expected Dazzle to get that one. I wouldn't have gone for it either. Good dagger last hit. Good double deny. Okay. That was a shame. Let him get that one. Okay. Oh, that's too early. You guys went too early for that one. It worked out, but we're also not giving Dazzle the last hit to get the the battle hunger off. So for denies, there's no reason to go for the double deny when he's far back like that. Let the Dazzle purge his battle hunger with a deny. He doesn't need the CSs. He just needs to do it with the denies. All right, aggro these creeps back. There you go. You want to aggro those creeps off. That was a wave where you wanted your range creep to be denied. So nope, too early. That deny is probably not good. You prep that too early again. That's 3 in a row you missed. Okay, so that you missed 2 denies too early and then a last hit. Now you're gonna get bullied out, and now you've lost that whole wave. Okay, so overall this wave maintenance and this creep maintenance is not fantastic. So you should be walking up to the wave, aggro clicking the axe or the wyvern, and dragging all 3 melee creeps back onto your range creep. I don't think you've done that once. And that gives you this weird position where now axe is kind of body blocking you from the wave, and you're just trying to dagger in at the last second. But you only get 1 dagger for 4 creeps, and it's not great. So you do have a lot of regen. You haven't used any of it yet. You came with 3 tangos. You've taken so little harass that you've managed to not eat a single one of them. That's good, I guess. But now you either got to be more aggressive or you got to pull the creeps apart from each other and just let axe get his. You got to decide one or the other. All right. You decided not to jump there. I'm not sure why. Okay, so you saved the jump there. Okay, so that was a mistake. Let's go back here. Alright, so he's going on the Winter Wyvern. You throw the dagger and you don't jump, which is weird. So you throw the dagger, you continue to watch, you start walking forward, you're juking through the trees, Axe is coming this way, I guess you're worried he has call for some reason. And then you end up using jump to get the kill secure. I want to show something here. So he's about to get it. Alright, so Dazzle is about to get the last hit. You use Phantom Strike to jump in and make sure that you get the kill, which is probably the right answer there. But the thing is, you've now wasted this time. So you have this bonus Phantom Strike attack speed where you get this extra 75 attack, and you're not using it all. So you now have 3/4 of this timer going, and you're basically going to use it attacking the axe, which is worthless because the axe isn't a problem. And you don't have the ability to nuke this axe down to death. So if you had thrown the dagger and then immediately jumped on the wyvern, you would have killed the wyvern quicker, and then Dazzle would have realized that he didn't need to stay there to keep helping with the wyvern. Dazzle leaves earlier and then potentially survives this engagement. But for some reason, you threw the dagger from the other side of the trees, and then you walked through trees. And of course, because of the turn rate, you spend extra time walking this way, then your character turns, then you walk this way, then your character turns, and then you go this way. So you're not actually doing any attacks that entire time. You threw a dagger, and then after the dagger was thrown, Dazzle was 1v2. And you basically sat here in the trees hiding until you could jump in, finish off the Wyvern for yourself, and then waste all this Phantom Strike attack bonus speed by basically hitting attack axe here for nothing. I'm sure you're not going to do any damage to him. Yeah, so you've used all your bonus damage on the axe, and axe isn't even bothered. So now axe is back up to basically full health, and you're back in your 1v1 situation, which is fine. Early, you shouldn't need to prep that one. What happened to your salve? Did you use it on the Dazzle to save him? You must have. It's a nice thought, but it wasn't going to work. Jump right there. I don't know what you're doing there. Okay. Oh, Axe did get level 3. Okay, that was really weird. You ran into this corner of the trees here, and you've done nothing, and you must have like the shop open, or we're looking at something else, because Wyvern came up here. Wyvern was a little out of position. Axe does have level 3, so you might suspect that he picked Call instead of getting 2 points in something. Okay, no, he didn't get Call. Which is the right answer. You should not have Call level 3. But that was your chance. So he poisoned the Wyvern. Wyvern was running from here to here poisoned. That was your chance to dagger and jump in. But you seemed to have gone into the trees here and kind of stood there for about half a second doing nothing. So I think you were just distracted. But that was not great. Okay, right there you prioritize the deny over CS. That's the wrong answer there. So you got to just let them have the experience, and you need to go for your own CS. So that's a bad choice. Going for a clarity. I guess if you're jungling, it's going to be fine if you think you're going to leave for the jungle pretty soon. But Wyvern and Axe are both going to pop your clarities from long range. So that's a waste of your time. There's a free deny there. I'm going for. Either of you's going for. Yeah, this lane is going worse than it should be. You guys should be doing better than this, and you've kind of given up on the early advantage you have. Level 1, they are very vulnerable, and now Axe is strong enough to sustain. Free deny, you missed because you tried to run away from the Winter's Wyvern Blast, which is pretty long range. Anyway, you're not going to outrun. Yeah, you're not even trying to go for denies or anything. So at this point, you're almost 4 minutes into the lane. That's fine. You're playing scared. You're trying to use daggers just to CS and get last hits. You're letting Axe take the entire wave. You're not going for denies. Dazzle's also not going for denies. You bought a lot of regen. You're not using it. This is your second salve. So you have 2 sets of tangos, 2 sets of salves. You wasted 1 salve, I think, trying to save the Dazzle, and you've only eaten 1 tango this entire time. So you're basically down to less than 2/3 health. You don't have a tango going. You haven't eaten any tangos, or maybe you ate 1 at some point, and it's just not a good use of your stuff. So if you want to buy lots of regen, that's excellent, but you might as well use it. You might as well trade a little bit, get some more kills. Try and get some denies. Dazzle has a heal and a save in case you overcommit for some reason. And so, it's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe he won't get it to level 4. But it's not the worst thing in the world for you to be a little bit more aggressive and maybe burn through 3 more of these tangos and maybe that salve. But you're definitely playing very cautious. Okay. So you used a dagger to CS a melee creep, and that's why you didn't have it for the range creep. And I'm thinking that with the cooldown on the dagger being long enough, you would try to save it for the range creeps. Use it maybe twice a wave if you want to throw it early at a harass like that, and then the next one is going to be to CS the range creep. So right here, this next dagger should go to that range creep. Nope. Okay. Unless you think you're going to get it anyway. Okay, good. Free deny there. Could have tried for it. The axe sort of cancel his animation, so it would have been close. You probably wouldn't have gotten it, but you guys aren't really trying for the denies here in this lane. Why is this all? There we go. Yeah, 4 denies is really low. You should have more than 4 denies. Especially since Dazzle only has 3. That means in 5 minutes you guys have denied 7, 8 creeps. It's not fantastic. Alright, do you just start jungling at this point? Oops, speed this up. The first piece, you got a clarity going, that's great. You're giving Dazzle solo XP or something, I don't know what you're doing. You just lost all your health showing back up the lane. That was very weird. Yeah, so you prioritize a safe lane camp over all the farm you got in that like wave and a half, maybe 2 waves, and you lost a lot of life. So I'm gonna say that was not fantastic. Okay, you could use your dagger to secure that range creep right there, so you let Axe deny one on you. Hey, poison. Keeps using those poisons when you have no chance to jump in. I wonder if you guys are talking about when to throw the poison and when to jump. Because you really want to be jumping onto the poison to just constantly reapply it. So instead of Dazzle getting a lousy 4 seconds, you want it to be 4 seconds plus however long you can keep bashing her for. Okay, good prep before he showed up. Yeah, he's just going to finish off that range. Right there, deny. You need to deny that range. There you go. Good stuff. Yeah, Wyvern nuking the wave like that costs Axe the range creep, and that's a huge loss for him if you can do that. Okay, some good denies there. You gotta jump there. So you gotta communicate that. Between the Dazzle and you guys, you're not getting a lot of value on Poison Touch. Hold that wave out. There you go. So this is interesting. I also noticed this. You didn't finish your Wraith Band at all. You went for the Slippers and the Circlet. There's a recipe that you need to get a Wraith Band, but you're just going straight naked Battle Fury. And that's fine, but if you want to go naked Battle Fury like this, there's no reason to buy these items that build into the Wraith Band and then not finish it. You either finish one Wraith Band and then you go to Battle Fury, or you just get stats, and by stats it's just like 3 branches. So this is branch, 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 and then you get this big shield, or you can change it to whatever you want. I would have gotten a wand considering how often Axe and Winter Wyvern are throwing spells, so I would have gotten like wand, maybe 1 branch, maybe not even any. But the lack of the Wraith Band is a waste. By getting these 2 items, you really need to buy the recipe to open up a slot, convert these into slightly better items, and then, when you get your whatever, looks like you've got the other sword on the courier, so you've left Perseverance for last, which is interesting. Most people get the Ring of Health first, but, like we said, you haven't been taking a lot of damage, and so you're going to have 2 swords here, but you don't have space for all of them, whereas if you had a Wraith Band in there, you would have had a little bit more damage. Maybe it would have caused you to not miss a couple of those last hits where you prepped a creep too early, and then you wouldn't have to move this clarity out when you get your next item in. So, just a small thing there. Good to nice. Good choice to tank that creep there. That's nice. Hopefully you don't lose it. There you go. Good stuff. Okay, you pulled all of them under tower. That's unfortunate. Get some denies. Go get some denies. What are you doing? All right, you missed like at least 2 denies there because you were trying to eat a tango. And the thing is, eating a tango is important, but you have enough life that you didn't need that tango right then that second. You could have denied 2 of those creeps on the Axe and still blocked his tango pickup.
Dazzling death.
Or still gotten your own tango pickup. Sorry. Alright, when he nukes, you need to start denying. Okay. You missed power deny, go for the CS, go for the deny, good. You need to save your last dagger for the range. Okay, so didn't work out, but alright. Okay, poison, and everyone jumps in, and he's dead. That's good stuff. Yep, no need for you to go for that. It's already dead. You recognize that. Good plan. Dazzle got the kill, but whatever. Oh, freebie. Yeah, that was a huge one. You should have absolutely had that range creep. That was a super easy one. Alright, and I think the laning phase is basically over, because this is where everyone starts rotating. So that's basically it. A lot of last hits missed. You should probably decide whether you're going to aggro back creeps in the beginning, especially when you're level 1, level 2, and then try and combo your abilities with your support. So in this case, the Dazzle, Poison Touch, and your Dagger and Jump isn't like the best combo, but it's still a good combo, you know, and it still works better when it's used in conjunction with other spells, whereas your Dagger by itself or the Dazzle's Poison Touch by itself isn't as good. So I'd say combo those more, try and work more on those denies, finish the Wraith Band into an item before you just start going into the Battle Fury, or just don't buy the 2/3 of a Wraith Band components. Just get other stats which are cheaper, and then you have, you know, a little bit more gold for, you know, 2 salves or, you know, the first part of your Battle Fury or whatever. And that is about it. I don't think there's any opportunity where you needed to pull yourself. You guys had really good lane equilibrium the whole time. It's just those denies really hurt you. You know, you're up to 12 now, and you ended, you know, the laning phase here at 12, which is pretty good. But you should have more than that between the two of you and your support. Dazzle was throwing a couple denies out. He could have gotten a few more. You could have gotten a few more. And there were a few points where you threw daggers to harass a little bit instead of using them as CS. So you probably could have had a couple more CS points instead of a smidge more damage on the axe. And the axe is just too tanky. You guys wasted a lot of your spells, both you and the Dazzle, and spells and right clicks trying to harass the axe. Really, all your kills should be focused on the Wyvern. Just let axe play the entire laning stage at 100 HP, and just kill Wyvern over and over and over again. That's about it. Alrighty.